Hello Leo, welcome to my channel Synchronicity Tarot. Leo, this is your reading for October 22. We are a third of the way into October now. Yes, this is my first go round doing all the zodiac signs with tarot for the month ahead. So I'll be starting them a bit earlier next month, I think. But you know, I don't think it matters too much. I think what we do now, with the energies that are available to us, with all the various astrological influences that are around at this point in the year, it just sets the wheels in motion for the next few months. So we're just sort of looking at what we can utilise, what's available to us, what energies are available to us, what frames of mind we can tap into to help us set the wheels in motion. Okay, so we have today, Leo, to help support this reading and I guess channel to some extent. Look, Jophiel is here. Archangel Jophiel works on the golden ray, drawing wisdom from source. Ask him to illuminate you and help you connect with your own deep knowing. Jophiel will also help you to learn and absorb information. So if you are studying or involved in any form of education, divine assistance is available to you now. Call on Jophiel for direction and strength. He will help you to remove negativity and become open-minded, clear and wise. The angels remind you it is time to wear the golden cloak of wisdom. So visualize yourself surrounded in gold light and be wise. And the affirmation is, for this angel energy, I connect with my inner wisdom. Thank you for being here today, Jophiel, for Leo's reading. Just connecting with the cards. Okay. So, Leo. Oh, hang on. There we go. Just burnt my hand. Now, we're going to do the overall energy for October. What to embrace. What to let go. Message from Spirit. Challenge, growth area and focus going forward, and then I will be using some cards to clarify some of those positions. Okay, so let's go. The overall energy for Leo this October is the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, what to embrace for Leo? Please, Jophiel, this, what to embrace. Okay, Three of Swords. What to let go for Leo this October. Ooh, Five of Swords, fighting, yeah, good. Message from Spirit. Message from Spirit this October for Leo is the Page of Swords. Challenge, growth area. Please, this October. Two of Swords. And the focus going forward for Leo. Two of Cups, lovely. All right. Okay, so what we've got here is 10. The overall energy is change. Change, change, change. It's a 10. The wheel is turning for you, Leo. Things are moving on. Whether you like it or not, that is happening. So that's a great start to the reading and for October, I think. So embracing Three of Swords. Okay, always looks, and you may know a bit about tarot, you may not, always looks like, oh, I'm going to have a heartbreak. But actually what we're embracing here is letting go of pain, really. It's maybe going into your pain a little bit, and I think this has come up a lot for everyone's reading, because I think this time of year is the time of year that we do go a bit deeper. The summer is kind of a more frivolous feeling. And I think we naturally, as everything goes into the earth and then we go into ourselves, there's a sort of feeling of, yeah, the hibernation feeling, but we're kind of spending a little bit more time on our own. And I think this is an opportunity, which I think a few signs have had. If you're going to go forward happily, then there may be a few bits and pieces psychologically, emotionally, that we need to face up to and let go. But before we can let them go, we need to understand what we're letting go. And threes are creative, so whatever we do, if we really do put the work in to letting those things go and moving on, then we are creating space for what we really need and want in our lives. Okay, so letting go of strife, really, letting go of battles. Choosing one's battles carefully is usually the strap line that's associated with the Five of Swords. It is reversed here. I'm not sure how much difference that makes, to be honest, in the sort of let go position. I think the overall message here is swords are air, they're about communication, they're about psychology. So if we feel at odds with other people and situations, it's probably a case, especially with that Three of Swords in the embrace, it's probably a case of looking at our own pain and how we might be projecting it out, and potentially causing issues which are not really solid. That's the sort of message I'm getting about that. It's definitely time to put down the combative stance, particularly with as much with ourselves as with any external person or situation. It's about, am I going to approach this from a calm, loving point of view, or, you know, am I going to feel offended and, you know, like I've been done wrong about things and feel the need to assert myself and challenge situations? Well, I think here the message is no, don't do that. It's actually time to focus on yourself, and any internal challenges that you have, rather than taking them out to situations externally. This is about you and having peace, bringing peace of mind, letting go of strife. Message from Spirit, we've got the Page of Swords. So yeah, I mean, that can be about communication again. It could be that you do need to listen to messages, potentially internal ones. I think message from Spirit here is it's definitely time to pay attention to how you communicate with people. Make sure you're coming at it aiming for an adult to adult communication, and nothing else. So we want to be in an equal position, or aim for an equal position, when you're talking to somebody about something, especially if there have been issues that have come up and they do feel gnarly and difficult and you're getting angry about them. I think message from Spirit is saying keep your head, keep cool, listen, okay, and things will get sorted out. Also, if there's any kind of new learning going on, Page of Swords is about learning, fresh ideas. So that may well apply to you too. But realising that you are at the beginning of a process, that you don't know it all yet, and being in the position as, very much as the learner, and that can be of a situation as much as it can be of starting a new course of study or a new job. Yeah, I think this is hanging together quite well. I've got a lot of swords for you, Leo. No fire as yet. So the challenge and growth area for you this October, Leo, it's definitely about going inside, listening to yourself and finding the answers within. There is a truth, and I think this October it's definitely an invite here with these cards. to go into yourself, meditation, swimming, whatever it is that you feel that you can kind of just have that me time with, where, you know, you might get those bubbles of thoughts and inspirations and feelings that we know are very personal and very helpful to us. But it's very difficult for them to come through when we're sort of just dashing from place to place all the time. And I think it's really about creating some space to go in and listen. Go in and listen to the answers that you need. They are in there. They're within you. There may be a difficult decision to make. That can be the other side of the Two of Swords. But again, it's not. It's very much about you. You do know the answer. Take the time to go in and listen to yourself this October, Leo. And with that work being done to some extent, or, you know, the ball rolling, then if you're looking for love, then romantic love, that is definitely either in your life or on its way. I would say that if it is already in your life, then for it to be a successful relationship, then some of this inner work will need to be done, so that we're not feeling, you know, you're not feeling insecure, or, you know, you don't have those sort of surprise insecurities coming up, maybe making you behave in ways that you'd prefer not to. Definitely putting down any feelings of insecurity and anxiety with the Five of Swords. Not feeling like you've got to battle anything out. Definitely not. I think it's just all there. Change is here. There is fresh love. I mean, there's definitely fresh feelings. If you're in a relationship already, it may be that you do need to do some work so that you and your partner can go forward. But it's definitely a time of sort of clearing the decks, so that you've got this lovely new experience that you can have with somebody that isn't all caught up with past trauma. Okay, this has come up a lot. I've noticed. I think it is a time for a clearing of the decks at this time of year, and particularly now, actually. Okay, so where are we going from here? Let's clarify. I think we'll have the Osho Zen. They're deeper cards, spiritual, higher self, big purpose cards. Okay, so, all right. I don't think we need to clarify on the Wheel of Fortune. I think that means that, you know, changes are in motion for you, Leo. You probably realise what they are by now. It's just managing them as they go forward in the best possible way. But let's look at that Three of Swords. What more on the Three of Swords to embrace? Oh, lovely. Integration. Okay. So with the acknowledgement of past pain, we are able to integrate as the whole person we are. This is a very healing process, and this is why that Three of Swords is in the embrace position, because it is going to bring on healing, much needed for you to go forward. That's wonderful. Okay, let's have a little bit more on the letting go of the Five of Swords. Letting go of the Five. Ordinariness, that's quite a nice one. So if your head is feeling cluttered and full of little resentments, they always build up, don't they? It's definitely time to just take a walk, go outside, connect with nature, enjoy the tasks that you're doing, maybe practice mindfulness. I find this very difficult, but I do really try, because I hate domestic stuff, to actually meditate on the task that I'm doing and enjoy it as much as any other task that I'm doing. Get a rhythm going, get a feeling for it, so that it's not actually the time when you're washing up that you sit there thinking about all the things that are not stand there thinking about all the things that are annoying you, and then don't do the washing up properly. That's my game usually. But I think this is a kind of invite for you to take pleasure in the ordinary. Now, Message from Spirit. Page of Swords. Ooh. Well, there's certainly going to be an intensity of emotion here. Things are going to feel intense. So I think with that Page of Swords, it's definitely, the message is take it easy. Let that happen. Let those feelings come. And maybe don't verbalise them too much. And certainly be careful about how, because I think once we start to feel a lot of intense emotion, especially if we're high-spirited, and generally Leos are, so and they do feel highly intense. They are intense people on the whole, one way or another. I think that probably is a fire symbol there at the bottom. I don't have the book for these, but that's okay. I think with the Page of Swords, it's about letting those feelings come, enjoying them, and letting them pass through us, not letting them overwhelm us, and getting into potentially situations, arguments that are you kind of projecting a lot of emotion. But I think a lot of emotion is going to come, particularly if you are going through a period of pain surfacing, which is what I get with that Three of Swords. It's going to surface so that you can let go of it. There are going to be a lot of intense feelings around that, but do remember that the end game, well, for this period at least, always really is integration. So it's great happiness and joy. So let those intense feelings come and let them go. Okay, so growth, challenge. Oh, I've got two. Oh, okay, two. Oh, exhaustion. Okay. So we've got this card with the Two of Swords. So it's definitely looking like there's a lot of head stuff going on. And it's, if you're getting past pains come up, bubbles of difficult memories, uncomfortable feelings. Again, let them pass, because otherwise you're in danger of becoming exhausted by the whole thing. I do think there might be a particular thing or a number of things, Leo, that you do need to dissipate. Or they're going to, yes, as we all know, if things just churn and we just don't know where to put them down, then we are going to become exhausted. And this is where things like mindfulness and meditation are very useful. Right, okay. Yeah, I might, yeah, let's do one for the Two of Cups. Okay, let's have a little bit more on the Two of Cups for Leo. Focus going forward, Leo, for October. Okay. Focus going forward for October. Well, this is incredible. It's past lives again. 4th time in a row. I just think a lot of the spreads have been like this. It's definitely an invite to clear the decks. And if you have had past trauma in this life, I believe it's time to engage with it a bit, whether it's seeking out a therapist, a healer, a practice, something where you can engage with it safely and start to let it go. It may be that you are interested in clearing your past life via regression therapy, or, you know, just thinking about the fact that we do, you know, we are full of genetic information from thousands, millions of people, and we do hold it. Or it may just well be that, you know, you do have a past life that is somehow the residue is still with you. This is the fourth time this has come up, so I feel like this is a time for everybody to look at it, actually. Ancestral memory in the cells, apparently. I mean, there are a number of different ways of looking at this, and there's also quite a number of different ways of clearing it as well. In fact, I might, having had this been the fourth time that this past life card has come up this October, I think I might do a general tarot past life trauma clearing spread for everyone. It will resonate if you're in that space, and you know you are, where you're kind of realising that this may be the issue for you at the moment. Please do have a look at it when it comes up. Okay. Also, can I just remind you to subscribe to my channel? It is free, and if you have watched the video and you do like it, could you please like the video, because then it gets shared with more people, which is good. Lovely. Okay, so past lives. I think I'm going to go on with this, with Osho and the past life. Let's think about the Three of Swords, the integration, the past lives. What more can we have here? What will help? Yeah, I mean, there's an invitation to be creative with this. So, you know, if you can find a workshop where you're kind of using art or a voice, writing, anything to do with clearing the past pain, it's an amazing process to go through. It's probably one of the most efficient ways of doing it, really, is to use various creative mediums to do it. So if you spot something on Facebook events or anything like that out and about, where you've got art in a healing workshop or something like that, I mean, I may well be involved in something like that soon, so I will let everybody know, because I think using visual, anything sort of creative medium, it cuts through the defence filters that we've got and gets right to the problem. We can out it, we can clear it more easily, and we can identify it more easily, I think. So that's good. All right, well, maybe we'll just have a little bit of on love. Clearly love is there. It might be a collaboration through work. It doesn't have to be, you may not be in that situation where you're looking for a partner. However, it might be to do with a business arrangement, or a creative project even. So it just might be that you're finding that difficult, things keep coming up. You don't seem to be on the same page, perhaps, as your collaborator or somebody that you want to collaborate with. And it's because some of this work needs to be done first, but there is certainly something waiting for you there, if it's not already here. And it's about you addressing some of your bits that you need to do for yourself, so that everything's flowing better between you. Communication's flowing better. Lots of swords. Communication will open up for you, and it will all become a lot easier. I mean, you've definitely got the possibility of it feeling integrated. The point of feeling integrated is that you don't have these sort of factions within yourself where you think everything's going all right, and you know you're saying a certain thing, and there's another part of you that's not happy with it, and you don't realise that, and it sabotages the situation. So this is what we want to move away from, obviously. Okay, lovely. So maybe a little bit more for those who are seeking love or in a new relationship. Yeah, okay, let's go to the Anima Mundi. Thank you, Jophiel. So, Two of Cups for Leo. What have we got? Oh, we've got King of Cups. Lovely. So, this is associated with Scorpio, this card. But if that doesn't really resonate or fit with anything, really what it's saying is there is mature, emotional, balanced approach or person is either coming into your life, or they're about to come into your life, or you are going to get through to this wonderful sort of state of being where you have sort of jurisdiction over yourself. You know much more about who you are, and therefore you're able to deal with situations easily in a compassionate way, and talk to people easily without getting into arguments, or feeling on the back foot. You know, there's a lot of kind of grown up loving energy here for you, be it as a person or within yourself, ready to bloom. I mean, this is wonderful. So yeah, I mean, I think I'm going to leave that there, Leo. Actually, I think there is change, which I'm pretty sure that you'll be aware of. There's some work to do. Listen out, look out, workshops, particular people who can help you with it. It's time to try and clear some more of that past pain, be it within this lifetime or lifetimes before. Look out for opportunities where that can happen for you in a safe space. Don't sweat the small stuff. Choose your battles. In fact, don't choose any battles at the moment. Get out into nature. Take joy in just the regular routine of domesticity. You are going to be going through some intense feelings once you start to let that pain go. I've got a feeling with the Wheel of Fortune it's going to start coming out anyway. It's time for change. So the more prepared you are for that change, the more joy, you know, it's going to be a joyful, interesting experience rather than a sort of panicky, painful one. And remember, you just need, once it's been, just let it go, let it do its process. It's processing. You're processing things that haven't been processed. Want to be processed. So they're almost sometimes queuing up to be processed and let go of. I feel like this is where this reading is, and actually a lot of the readings for this October have been. If you don't engage with it like that and let things process, you are going to be exhausted by it. There's this sort of picture of somebody in a very defensive position, starting to get really worn out with it all there. So going in, meditation, trusting your instincts, trust yourself, trust what comes into your mind, trust what comes into your heart, let it be there, and either keep it if it's helpful and let it go if it's not. And then around this Two of Cups situation, potentially a very promising love affair, or getting closer to your partner, or a promising business collaboration. We've got past lives there. It might be something that's potentially getting in the way. It may be that actually you've met somebody who you met in a past life. That might be something that you're aware of if you're kind of, you know, into spirituality to that degree, possibly. Creativity is a way of dealing with it. Something could come out about that if you do some art. You might just have some colours at home that you can play around with, see what comes up. But you've got this wonderful King of Cups energy, which is scorpionic. But if that doesn't mean anything to you, it's just saying that you've got there's deep emotion, and there's a lovely, mature, supportive attitude that comes with it for you this October. So good changes, do the work, everything's going to be great. Okay, thanks for listening, Leo. Do remember to subscribe and like the video, that would be great if you can, and have a good rest of October.